Welcome back to HGTV Handmade. You know the 70s are coming back in a huge way, especially here at HGTV.
So all week long we're showing you modern takes on classic 70s crafts.
Today we're making some macrame.
Hooray! So we have our navy blue macrame rope and we have natural beads. We wanted to add a little pop of color, so we're gonna paint some of the natural beads with orange acrylic paint and some with green acrylic paint, and then sand them off just a little bit to give a nice weathered look.
We're gonna start cutting our rope. We want 20 pieces of 100-inch length cords, and then we're gonna be folding in half so we have 50 inches hanging from the top of the window to the center of our window. Actually, this is the length of the table here, so I'm just gonna use the length of the table, and I have a little tip, a little hack. So here I'm gonna wrap a little bit of painter's tape where I need to cut, because this macrame cording that we got, it unravels at the end. So I don't want that to happen as I'm working. And then when you cut it, you have two ends that already have a little bit of tape on there.
I love this trick. I did not follow this trick when we were trying it the first time.
Oh my gosh.
I grew up with macrame in my house, and I know you did as well, right?
I did, yes, of course.
I grew up with a lot of brown macrame.
Yeah.
Like it was like a brown fuzzy, you know? I don't think my parents have it anymore, which is a shame.
Yeah, that's just dust that's collected over the years. That's that fuzzy part.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we always had a macrame Christmas tree that my mom would bring out every
we had
year.
One too.
Yeah, and then she threw it out. Thanks, Mom. All right, so we're gonna start our macrame. We're gonna do it right here on a tension rod. We like to change out our space a lot.
We do.
So this way it'll be easy for us to put it up, take it down, move it from one place to the next place. We love our tension rods. So we're gonna start attaching our rope to our tension rod here. We're gonna start with the lark heads knot, or also the hitch knot. And we're gonna start by going under and then pulling our cords through the center.
All right, we finished this step. Now we're going to add a little bit of tape. You can hang it up, but the reason you do that is because you want tension in the rope to create the really nice macrame look.
All right, time for our first knot.
So we're gonna be doing a simple square knot. You're gonna take two of your pieces and you're gonna start by making an L, and then you're gonna take your next outside piece and go over the L and under the two center pieces and through the loop. And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So you're gonna create an L, and you're going to, with the other rope, you're gonna go over the L, but under the two center strands, and then through the circle. And then pull. Now, I thought this was really daunting at first. I was really confused, but once you do it a couple times, you really get the rhythm, and it starts making a lot more sense.
All right, our first row of square knots are done. Now we're gonna start to add our fun bead elements. We're gonna start with an alternating pattern. We're doing the same thing here. We're sliding the bead on our two center pieces of rope. And this is great. We have the painter's tape, so it's easy to get these beads in there. They do sell macrame beads, which are specifically made with a larger hole in the center.
Yes.
This way it's easier to bead your macrame. And then I'm doing a square knot just right underneath the bead. So I'll wrap my two outer ropes and then start with the square knot again, doing the L, then over the L, tucking under the two center cords and pulling tight. All right, our first row is done. It's looking pretty groovy.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're gonna start connecting our macrame here. We're gonna do the same knot, the square knot, but we want to start attaching the ropes to the other ropes. So I'm using the 4 ropes on the inside here, and I'm gonna do the square knot again, about 3 inches down. Andrew,
All right,
you
let me
measure?
check. Okay, from the top of the knot to here, this is 3 right here.
Yep. And I'm doing the same thing again, the L going over, pulling it under around the 2 center strings here, and pulling it through. And this part, rather than doing 4 of the square knots, we're only doing 2 of the square knots. And then we'll add our beads. All right, it's looking awesome. We're gonna keep going. This time we're gonna start eliminating some beads. This way in the center, we can start creating a little basket for our hanging plant. So we kept our center 8 cords here naked. We didn't put any beads on there because we're gonna start to tie off our basket here. We're gonna start with our square knot right here. And this is gonna be the little basket that we're gonna hang our plant in.
Our beads are done. We're feeling groovy. And now you're gonna do the basket, right?
Yes.
Great.
So same concept here, except for a square knot. I'm just doing a regular, generic, everyday, normal knot. And I'm tying opposite strings together to create that. All right, and then I'm gonna start creating my basket here. So I wanna tie alternating ropes. And that's gonna create the cradle that's gonna hold our pot. So now I'm taking my 2 outside pieces of rope and I'm gonna tie those together. And you see it's already creating the little basket there. And then for our final knot, I'm gonna just tie a big knot right here, and that's where the pot is gonna sit. And then we're ready to hang it.
Wow, it looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good. It looks pretty awesome. I love it.
I really like it. We're gonna hang it, put a pot in it, and then give it a little trim, a little haircut on the bottom.
Yes, let us know in a comment below if this is a macra yay or a macra nay or a macra maybe. We'll see you soon. Give us a like and subscribe. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Andrew.